Hello guys, and welcome back to the second video of Riftbreaker, and as many on my channel. Today I've got a few things you may not know about Riftbreaker, and without further ado, let's get to it. Number 1. Selling your buildings gets all your resources back, but be sure to have the space to get them or they'll be lost. So number 2, I have no idea how to pronounce them, so I'm just going to call them these things. Have 100% physical resistance, so your initial towers won't harm them, but they will take 200% damage from cryo and area of effect weapons. So research those weapons before doing too much exploring, because if you run into one of these and can't kill it, it will make its way back to your base and tear its way through. Teleporters don't need power, so they can be placed anywhere. Enemies can and will attack them though, so be sure to add a wall, preferably a radar tower with 2 generators so you can walk to defend it if you need to. Number 4. Because these things spawn as part of a wave attacks fairly quickly, it's recommended to at least get rocket towers as soon as possible to prevent a complete base wipe that you just can't defend against. I myself lost my first base to just 5 of these tearing right through, and there's nothing I could do to stop them because I didn't know about what I'm about to tell you in a minute. So number 5, early on the small swarm enemies are best taken out with a flamethrower. It's easy to unlock and it absolutely decimates the hordes that attack you while exploring. You do need to be careful about the ammo though, because it does use it up pretty fast. A few ammo buildings will help with this, and it should give you plenty of time to explore before running out. Failing this, you can also use a melee weapon like your sword, but doing this you will likely lose a bit of your health, so it's best to shy away from that method if you can. So for number 6, some buildings require constant resources like the tower ammo generator. You will need these, but try not to build too many until you have a more sustainable resource generation setup like the synthesizers. So for number 7, it's a good idea to use the mud and acid lakes as part of your defences. Build your walls around the edge so that to get to your base they need to go through the lake, which slows them down a lot, giving you a few extra seconds, which might mean the difference between life and death. So for number 8, building flooring helps a lot with getting around your base. It speeds you up, helping your defence as well as keeping things looking tidy. Number 9. Some guns have a charge if you hold the attack button down, such as the blaster and shotgun. These attacks are a lot stronger but also use more ammo, so be wary of your ammo count while you're using them. So for number 10, gun ammo is shared between slots if you have 2 of the same gun, so try to have multiple types to prevent running out of ammo mid-fight. It can be quite useful having 2 of the same gun though. For example, having 2 shotguns can absolutely decimate a large group of enemies if you charge them both. And at number 11, in the campaign it tells you to upgrade as much as you can before going to the other biomes, and the second time around it tells you to get the protective armour for that biome. Neither is needed as long as you have enough weapons and ammo. The atmospheric damage is minimal and only in certain areas, so it's easily avoidable to get that early uranium for upgrades, as long as you keep an eye on your health and make use of that starting healing ability. My first time I had a full stack of the default armour, a flamethrower, a small machine gun and a melee weapon, and I did just fine. And at number 12, your mines and grenades regenerate on their own, so when you can unlock them, do it. They will help with some of the tougher creatures until you get better weapons. You do start with the mines, so if you run into one of the creatures resistant to the physical damage like the big rock boys, these will do the trick in a pinch but won't do a whole lot of damage. In case you've only played survival mode, you should try out the campaign mode. A lot of games like this have very restrictive campaign modes with small missions which end quickly. This game's campaign starts the same way as survival mode, but it's just one long campaign. It will take a long time to complete, but it's also a bit more peaceful than survival mode. It isn't by any means easy, but there isn't a constant threat of the next wave looming over you at all times, and can be taken at a much more relaxed pace. Or you can keep pushing forwards and it will be just as hectic as survival. So that's all for today guys. If you made it to the end, thank you for watching. I hope you learned something new and enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment down below, any feedback is appreciated, and if you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe for more. I'm aiming to get 1 video a week to go live on a Friday, so tune in next week.